2. Input. I taught you basic input in our last meeting, and now in this one we're gonna add like variables and other things to input. Now to start, we're going to do the variable like x, like just apply a variable, and then you just type the input function, and then like anything, prompt like what is your name, put a colon, space. So yeah, there. And then when you hit Shift F10, and then yeah, see. So I told you about that, and since it's not together, that's perfect. We always want a space there, and that's why I put a space right there whenever you insert variables. So yeah, now when we start with this, anything, just enter your name. In this case, my name is Mayuk. And so we taught you that in our last meeting, except this time we added a variable. That doesn't really change anything when you don't do anything with the variable. Now, next thing is typecasting mixed into input. So basically, if we surround this in another layer of parentheses, we can change what this is. Like let's say, let's do a different prompt. So to apply with this, if we delete this, we can put a prompt like, how old are you? How old are you? And then yeah, so there. And then here we have this. We can typecast this, and remember, we have strings, integers, floats, and booleans. So if we change this into a float, and then we just printed x, print x, then when you run this, we type something like 25, and it shows 25.0, because a float always has a decimal value. Now, if we remove this and we try that again, you're going to see that it just doesn't show the decimal value because it's back to an integer, how it is normally. Actually, it's a string, so yeah. Now, converting it into an integer doesn't really do anything, because then when you try to do it like this, you just do 25, doesn't really change anything. And then, I don't think a lot of people are going to convert this into a boolean, really. So yeah, that's basically typecasting and input. And we can also use variables. Like I said, you can use variables like this. No, there. But then inside, so here we have a prompt like, how old are you? And then the simple way is just to print this variable. But what you can do is, I told you about the f string. You can do this, the f string, and you can print you are. Now the thing about the space here is that now you don't have to put a space here, there, years old. Now when you try to run this, you put something like this. Yeah, so you can use variables there. So if we just add space back here, try that, and then yeah, you are 25 years old. So that's basically it for today, and that is input part 2, and that's it. So bye.